Hello everybody, and welcome to the 19th episode of my Direwolf20 119 Modpack series. Last episode we finished off building this giant monstrosity over here, that is ore processing, and it is working beautifully, as I would like to say myself. And this episode, what I would like to work on is probably Botania, I think. We've did a little bit of tech mods the past few episodes, so I think it'd be really fun to work on Botania, especially because it's a new added mod. I do know Ars Nouveau got an update to it as well. Well, not update, a mod addition. So there are actually more. If you take my book out, there are actually a lot more glyphs to unlock now in all the tiers. So I may do that as well. I'm not sure yet. But speaking of Ars Nouveau, though, you guys told me to get this thing out of here. You click the spell. You dispel. There we go. And then it pops out. And then I can place this guy back down. And just keep doing this till I get my guy out of the containment. Okay. Until I get him out of the containment jar right there. So thank you very much for that comment. I didn't know how that was a thing, and I'm very happy you told me that because I didn't know what I was going to do. Need sources right here though. There we go. Okay, it looks like it updated there. But sorry, I'm getting distracted already. So I think today what I'm going to work on is definitely getting Botania started. And I think I'm going to have Botania kind of be back here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to clear the area up back here. I'm going to start probably flatten out a little bit, place some grass down, and then when I get that, I'll bring you guys back in. Okay guys, I don't like how I recorded the last section, so I thought I would just go over it again. I made this giant area out here cleared for Botania, but I still started a little bit here, and it just sounded wrong, so I thought I'd redo it in general. So the first thing I did was I made a flower pouch, and I was able to bone meal a bunch of flowers to get them. Just to show you guys what I did was I looked up floral fertilizer. You make this. I'll just get, 16 and show you guys what it does. When you right click the ground, it spawns a whole bunch of the Botania flowers. The reason I went this route is because, well, my world was made before Botania was added, so my world doesn't actually have Botania flowers in it. Next, I actually took the Staff of Clearing, and it works beautifully with the Botania mod, and it just harvests everything pretty much instantly. So now that we have Botania started, or I guess a bunch of flowers, we wanted to make a pure daisy, which you see I already made one, but I'll just go over with you guys again because I want to redo it because I explained very poorly. So you take some water, you put it in a petal apothecary. We go to petal apothecary. The crafting recipe is very simple. It's just some cobblestone and a flower petal. From here, to make a pure daisy, we need 4 of these white daisies, or sorry, these white petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see the crafting right there. You can throw in any type of seed, and it gives us the flower. So with these 2 flowers right here, you can put them 2 as part because you need the area around them to be used. So what do these flowers do? These flowers, when you take logs and you take stone, they convert them into other blocks that are used for the crafting in this mod. So what I'm going to do right now, play these blocks down, and when the blocks change, I'll bring you guys back in. Actually, you know what? I'll do a little speed lap or little time lapse right here. Alright guys, so maybe that little time lapse pretty interesting. So these 2 blocks right here are pretty much like the building blocks of the mod. So this is living stone, as you can see in the top corner, and right here, if we get our X out, this is living wood. What these are used for is pretty much all the, I don't want to say machines, but I guess machines is Botania is kind of like a magic machine mod. So if we pull at Botania right here, Botania, you can see that the living wood is, or I guess these machines are used for the open crates, I don't even actually know what this one is. It looks just like a piece of TNT. But things like the runic altar, the mana pool, I think the mana pool is just maybe half slab, so I think it has only half the inventory of a normal pool. But as we can see here, living rock is pretty much the main basis for a lot of things, and living wood is used for things like making your wand, if we can find that quickly. Living with twigs, then you use the twigs to make a wand. Let's see if we can pull it up quickly. My point is these 2 things are pretty much the key foundation of this mod. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to go ahead off camera and make 2 or 3 stacks of these each, so we have a whole bunch. We get that started, and then when I get that completed, we can get started into Botania and make some more, mana generating flowers and stuff like that. Alright, I've gone ahead and made about three stacks and 4 extra of each of the blocks. We should be able to do everything we want pretty easily now. So the first thing I want to do is make a mana pool. This is not a diluted one, it is a full one that can take a full mana tablet, or I think a mana tablet is a half mana pool. But this actually is a new retexture of the mana pool, actually. The wall is 2 pixels thick. The old one was actually 1 pixel thick. So this is a new updated texture. I mean, I think the entire mod had updated textures because this is updated texture as well. So I think the person who made Botania just updated the entire texture of pretty much every item because they all look different at this point. So now that we have a mana pool, we need to actually get mana in it. And over here, as you can see, I put an endo flame on here because I thought that'd be the best way to go. And also, if you guys can see, I did make 2 extra of these pure daisies because it was taking too long to get all these crafted up. So to make the endo flame, we need brown, light gray, and red. So brown, light gray, and red. With these, we should be able to just simply do this. Grab our copies out, and all we have to do is get ourselves a bucket and fill our up and drop it in there. Now, what is nice about this, did I do that wrong? Brown. Oh wait, I just put gray in there, not light gray. So if we go back to here, I'll just put this back in there. We'll grab light gray out, which is right here. Now we should be good. Now, a very interesting thing about Botania, which is honestly very useful, is if you right-click this with an empty hand, as you can see, it'll put all the things back in from the previous recipe you did. It makes doing multiple recipes very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and I think make 8 of these endo flames, and then I'll bring you guys back in after that. Okay guys, I got the 8 endo flames here, and there's a pretty good way we can actually set this up to burst the mana pool with a bunch of mana. But the first thing we need to do is actually get a way to get the mana out of the endo flames and into the mana pool. And to do that, we need a, what's it called? An at Botania mana spreader. Now we can only do a normal mana spreader right now because we do not have a Elven, or I guess we don't have Dreamwood yet, which we can get by opening up a portal, but that is not happening in the moment right now. Actually, you know what? I just realized we have to make one thing first, and that is a wand. Now you can actually color the wand whatever colors you want, and it actually changes the colors on here depending on what it is. So let's see. Let's get our flower petal out. Let's make it blue because blue is my favorite color. I guess I don't need 2 pieces of blue because I got one right there. Then we'll make ourselves a wand. Oh, looks like I need to make the sticks first. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Go bang, 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 and bang. And where did my other one? There it is. It's hiding from me. So now we get a wonderful blue wand. This is used to bind things. So when we put this mana spreader right here, we can click this and bind it to the pool right there. You can already see it was binded anyways. You can see right here that it says where it's binded to. That is the mana pool. Now when you place these down, so I'll just put it, let's see, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. I think you're supposed to actually use 6. But when you see, you can hover over these are actually already connected to the mana spreader. If the mana spreader was placed down afterwards, they wouldn't be put down first. That's why I put the mana spreader down first and wanted to do that. I guess I'll put these 2 flowers here for now. I might make another flower, or another 4 flowers, so I can have another 6. Then bind it to another mana spreader to put it in there too. So, endo flames are a mana generating flower that use burnable materials to create mana. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed it, let's see, what do I have a lot of? Honestly, wood. I have a lot of wood. I have a decent amount of coal. I have a decent amount of blaze rods too. Blaze rods are already being used right now, so I think I'm going to just use straight up wood. So how are we going to do this? We are going to make an open crate from Botania itself. We need to make living wood planks. Easy, alright. Get ourselves an open crate. We are going to have it facing upwards. I think that's facing upwards. Let's just see. No, it's not facing. Can crates not face upwards in this version of the game? Maybe not. I guess crates can't face upwards. However, they can still accept redstone signals from the ground, so that should be fine. So what we're going to quickly is just break this. We're going to get ourselves some lush dirt to replace. Do I not have any lush dirt? There we go. Just to fix this hole up right here. What we can do is get a wooden pressure plate. Let's just type in pressure plate. Get ourselves an oak pressure plate. Put that right there. Put the crate on top of it. Now, what is nice about this setup is this will react to the redstone. So if we input stuff into here, it will only drop one at a time and not drop any more than it can. So let's show you guys what I mean. Let's see. I need a, what's called a hopper. Factory hopper. I don't know how that works. So we'll just make a normal hopper right now. You input into here. Let's say living wood. You can, actually, I don't want to use that because it's going to start eating it. I think the flowers might. But if we use something like living stone, that is not doing what I thought it would do. I thought it would stop it. I was being a little bit of a doofus right there. You actually have to set up a redstone signal going directly into the open crate for it to work. If it's just right there, it actually will not work. So, to show you guys what I mean, is we'll put some wood in there and have it drop down, and you can see the end of flames will eventually eat it. And only one item will be here at the time, so at worst, even if all the end of flames are max fed, or they are full of mana, because if you see here, end of flames do have a max mana right here on the inside of their tank, so they actually do have like I guess you have like an inside tank in them, and if those are full, they won't actually eat any more items. So at worst, we'll just lose one of these guys every 5 minutes, which is why I like doing the setup here. And yeah, I did go ahead and make a second setup over here because I want as much mana as I can, and end of flames are just a decent way of doing that. So, now that we have mana, what the heck? I don't know why that shot so far, but sorry, that just distracted me completely for a second right there. But now that we have mana, what I want to work towards is getting Terra Steel unlocked. Because with Terra Steel, we can do a whole bunch of things. But to get Terra Steel, we need this terrestrial agglomeration plate, and that is made with a whole bunch of runes. And to get runes, well, I guess the first one we're going to need is mana steel and lapis lazuli. And mana steel is made by simply throwing iron with that amount of mana onto a mana pool, and you get a mana steel out of it. But going back to the, where was it? Going back to the Terra Steel, we need a mana pearl. I guess we'll go back to the crafting recipe here. We need 5 different runes. We need water, earth, air, and fire, and we need a mana rune. And these are some of the crafting recipes for them. Mana pearls are just ender pearls into here, and I'm guessing mana diamonds is going to be another one we're going to have to get. Mana diamonds is just throwing a diamond onto this right here. So what I'm going to go ahead and make is probably the runic altar would be a pretty good thing to make right now. So if we go to runic altar, we either need a mana pearl or we need a mana diamond. I have a, let's just add this to our do list over there. I have a lot of ender pearls. So we'll just go ahead and make some of those. You can just drag and drop the entire stack on there, but you can see I don't have enough mana in there to make any more, so we'll just pick that up because we only need one right now, which should be fine. So we'll go back into here, and we will make ourselves a runic altar. Now I'm going to put this down right here. Actually, I'm going to put it down a little bit further. I'm going to put it 1, 2, 3, because what I'm going to actually do is we're going to have to get mana into the runic altar here. And we can do that using mana spreaders. So if we go to mana spreader, spread it right here. Looks like we're going to need a quick flower petal quickly. That's one I have the most of. Looks like green dye. That. So we'll go here, we'll drop that in there, and we will take another one. Now, we can do this, we can take this, so we'll take this guy right here and bind to the pool right here. We'll take this guy and bind it right there. And this guy, it should be pulling out of there, I'm pretty sure. We go here and here, maybe, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that will pull and shoot into there. We have barely any mana in there, and that's because we ran out of wood. So I'm just going to throw myself a stack of coal in there, and that should be decent for now. Okay. Now, to make runes on the runic altar, we pull back Botania up. Botania. Go to the rune tab. So let's look at water right now. So we need mana powder, we need mana steel, we need bone meal, we need sugarcane, and we need a fishing rod. Mana powder is gunpowder, or I guess any type of dye. Mana ingots we already talked about. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, actually, no, I'm gonna show you guys a recipe for each one we're gonna need to make for the terrestrial agglomeration plate. I'm gonna get the materials for all of them, and then I'll bring you guys back in. So this is what is needed for the water rune. This is what is needed for the fire rune. Nether wart, gunpowder, nether brick, mana steel, and more of that mana powder. The earth is going to need mana ingot, stone, block of coal, and mushroom. Again, that mana powder. That was earth, yes. And then rune of air is these two guys again: carpet, feather, and string. And finally, the rune of mana is just 5 mana steel ingots and a mana pearl. And I'll just give you guys a heads up right now. These 5 runes are the base tier runes. They are called tier 1 runes, or I guess tier 1 runes, I guess you would call them. And some crafts do not actually consume the runes. For example, when making these big runes, I'm pretty sure they actually are not consumed when making them. But I may be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that until we actually get there, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get the materials for all these runes here, and when I get them, I'll bring you guys back in. Okay guys, I should have all the ingredients I need right in my inventory here. I wanted to go ahead and craft these with you because I might as well. So we'll take the gunpowder, drop it in there to get our 5 mana powder. We're going to need 9 mana steel ingots for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that needs 5, so that's a total of 9. So we come over here, and how we do this is pretty simple. We just drop stuff on exactly like we would with the other one. We click Q and Q, and we can see it's sucking mana in, and it is slowly filling it up with mana. If you see right there in the little sliver, you can see it's slowly increasing in mana. I think that's probably because I don't have enough mana, or I don't have any mana going to it in the first place. Yeah, I don't think I had any mana going in the first place. So I think I had to put the mana spreader right onto the mana pool for it to work correctly. So I will fix that after I get this one crafted, so I can show you guys what it looks like. But it's actually not. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I think if I take the mana spreader and just put it right next to the mana pool, it should actually make it work fine. And then going there, yeah, we can see it's working now. Okay, good. I was kind of nervous there for a second. So now once this is completed like that, you want to throw your thing on there, and then click it. Oh, looks like it fell off. So we throw it in on top, and we right click it, and we get our 2 runes. So now let's go ahead and do it for the other ones. So we just go boom, boom, boom. We go 1 and 2, and we go ahead and craft it. Now I'm not really sure if I have enough mana for this to make all these runes, but it should be fine. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just quickly time lapse this for you guys so you can get it done and see it pretty fast. And with the last little bit right here, it should be done. And we have all of our runes. It looks like that one only made a single rune though, which is fine. We still at least got it. So now that we have this, we should be able to go ahead and get ourselves some more lapis blocks and make ourselves, okay, so I guess we need mana steel. So let's just get ourselves a whole bunch of iron and just drop an entire stack in here. You can see it's going to eat pretty much away all the mana we just earned, but at least we have a stack of mana steel now. So now let's go ahead and make ourselves a mana steel. I will say, Terra Steel is very expensive to make. It requires an entire pool of mana to make a single Terra Steel. And you know what? It's raining right now, and this is gonna bother me, so I'm gonna just turn the rain off by going to bed quickly because I don't want to deal with the rain. I'm sure you guys don't want to deal with the rain either. But pretty much, I can't open my inventory up while we're sleeping right now. But pretty much, one of the reasons I want to get Terra Steel is I really want to, if we go back to the Botania mod, Let's see if I can find the tool. I really want to get the SS tier Terra Shatter, mainly because I think that'd be really cool and it'd be fun to have. So that's gonna kind of be our goal right now. But for this episode, I just want to get Terra Steel unlocked. And once we get Terra Steel unlocked, I'll be happy with this episode. And then next episode, we can start working on more stuff about getting deeper into the Botania progression line. But now that we have this, we have our Terra Steel agglomeration plate. We click uses on this. There needs to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a fifth of these living rocks under it. And then we need 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these lapis blocks again. So if we go to lapis, we have plenty of lapis from our quarries. We'll take 4 of those. We'll go to living rock, which we have right here. We will, let's see, I'm going to put it right here for now, because I'm going to have to blast into this again. Just go 1. Oops. Put it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that should make ourselves the mana, or not the mana. We'll break that because I don't know if that's going to actually mess it up if it stays there. Now, this is what we're going to need to make the Terra Steel Ingot. Now, I don't know if you have to have a full mana pool first before blasting it, or if it will just continuously do it. But I don't want to risk that, so I'm pretty much just going to wait here, guys, until this mana pool fills up with mana. I was just reading through the Lexico Botania here, guys, and I saw that it actually only requires half mana pool's worth of mana. And as you can see right here, I have over half mana's worth of mana. So what we're going to do right now is get the materials needed for a Terra Steel Ingot. So a Terra Steel Ingot requires a mana pearl, a mana diamond, and a mana steel ingot. So if we go back to here, we go to diamond, pearl, and iron, which I should be able to just grab right there. Then we go 1, 2, and 3, and get ourselves all 3. There it is. And so this creation is actually pretty extensive. There's a faster way to do this than just a mana spreader. There's things called sparks in Botania. If we look up spark. However, actually we can make these. Never mind. I thought we wouldn't have the materials to make them because okay, yes, we don't have the ability to make the augments for the sparks. So sparks are kind of useless until we unlock the Botania portal, which I think we're gonna do today to end the episode off. Is unlock the portal. Next episode, I want to kind of update this area, make it cool, have better mana generation, and kind of upgrade all that. Maybe even try to do the Gaia Guardian fight next episode, but we'll see. Because I kind of want to I don't want to progress too fast to Britannia, but I also want to progress, a good enough speed that it's not boring to you guys. So you can see it's going right into there now. So all we should have to do is this. And then do we hit? Find to there. Is it working? No. Oh, I think I also need to right click on. Yes. And now we can look over here. You can see my mana pool is just going to just drop in mana. Now this will take a while because, as I mentioned, we're only using the lowest tier mana spreader here and not any spark or anything. So I think I am probably just gonna wait, guys. Pause the video right here and then bring you back in when it's about done or when it finishes. The mana spreader was going way too slow, guys. In fact, my items actually despawned with how long it was taking. So I actually went ahead and crafted 2 sparks. I know I can't make the augments. I'm kind of hoping this counts as a machine, so it will automatically suck it using the spark. I'm not sure if that will work, but if you right-click a spark onto the mana pool and right-click over here, I'm kind of hoping that will transfer mana over. Just to know for certain, I'm going to move this back over to here, have it connected back over to that guy right there. So hopefully this spark works. I wanted you guys to be here with me while doing this just so we can see if it works or not. So if I take one of these guys, and I'm going to have to make another diamond actually now that I think about it. Am I still above? Okay, I'm not actually above a mana pool yet, but I'll probably get there by the time, hopefully. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, good. It looks like the spark actually does work, but you can see here, it's draining really fast, so hopefully that last sliver of mana I had was enough, or at least we'll go fast enough to fill that last sliver of mana up before it's done. So I guess you guys will be able to watch this craft with me. But yeah, no, I was waiting way too long, and apparently it despawned because of how long it was taking with just the mana spreader. So don't do that. Sparks, I guess, do work, even though it's... Oh, it looks like it's about done. Even though it doesn't have the augments on it. I guess the augments are mainly used for mana pools. I was kind of nervous. I didn't know if that would actually work or not. And it unfortunately looks like I didn't have enough mana in there. See if I just... Will that shoot the mana back in there be enough? I hope I didn't just waste my mana. Okay, good. Okay, guys. We got ourselves a mana steel ingot. The first thing we have to do is make those into these things right here. And using mana steel, what's it called? Using these little mana steels right here, what we can do is if we go to, let's see, where is it in here? Elf, the portal to Elfheim. So we need Elven Gateway Core. Let's see if we can get it to. We need the Elven Gateway Core is right there. Then we need these shimmering blocks, and I don't know how to make the shimmering blocks, but I'm sure we can. Pretty quickly. All I know is that 9 is the exact amount you need to open up a portal. So if we go to Botania, so shimmering, how do we make it? Wait, that's not, that can't be it. I know for a fact this requires the Elven Gateway Core. I know we're gonna need that, so I'll take those out right away. What else are we going to need? Was it actually just that? It looks like we need to make. Oh, that's what it was. The 3 other ones are for the nature pylons. So to make the pylons, we're going to need pylon. So we're going to need ourselves more mana diamonds. Now I don't know if I actually have here to make any. Nice, we can make 2 mana diamonds. We'll go ahead and make ourselves 2 of these guys right here. We'll upgrade them both right away to Natura pylons. We are going to also need more mana pools. So we'll go to ourselves and craft 2 of those. 1 for each of these Natura pylons. Let's go back to pondering this right here. So at least 2 mana pools. They would need with 4. Would be a huge cost. So we're looking for one of the forest pools. Doesn't need to draw. I kind of wish I know what needs to be in this. So okay, so 8 living wood blocks, 3 glimmering wood, and an elven gateway core. Okay, so glimmering wood was in fact what I needed. So we'll just quickly make ourselves some glimmering wood. Glimmering living wood versus glimmering stripped. No, let's go with the normal. So living wood, we're going to need to do the good old craft like this. I think I said I needed 3, so this should be a perfect amount to get 3 right there. And now, did it say living wood planks or living wood logs? Living wood blocks. So we're going to have to make more of these things right here. So we need 8 of these. I guess I'll just have to make 9. No biggie. Now the portal is a 3x3x3. So what we'll do is open the portal up. We'll put the portal over here for now. Now, guys, this is gonna be a temporary area for the portal. I just want to get this set up so we can open the so we can have it just be opened pretty soon. So we're gonna go 1, 2. We're gonna go 1 and 2. Was it 3 tall? Yes, it was. So now we're gonna need to go 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and let's see. I'm gonna put that one right there as a temporary block, and that should be enough for our portal right here. Now I don't have enough materials, or honestly enough mana to open this portal right now, but we can at the very least. Oh, you know what I just realized? This can't be in the ground. I'm gonna break quickly, guys, and bring it back in after I fix it. I already placed the portal here, guys, so these will go right. I don't know if they go right above it or right next to it. I think they just go right next to it. We put these Natura pylons right on top of it. How that looks wrong. I'm gonna put it one over to the side, and hopefully that also works fine. Just so it's not in the way of the actual portal, because I feel like that doesn't make sense. However, circle. So, however, I need a lot more mana to do this, and I don't have the mana right now. It's going to take probably 20 minutes to get enough mana. So what I'm going to do actually is end the episode here. And next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to make a better Botania area. So this is kind of all just set up here so I can get Terra Steel. What I'm going to do next is probably build a little bit of a Botania area so I can have this look a little bit better. I want to build a better mana source generation so we don't have to just continuously wait. I also want to build like a giant mana battery. Those guys, or you guys who play Botania a lot, will know what mana batteries are. And this, because having one pull of mana is just simply not going to be enough. I think I'm going to do a 5x5 mana battery. And when we get there, you guys will see how it works. So it'll be very easy to understand. So we'll get there when we get there, but that'll be next episode. I also want to, as I mentioned, I might do the Gaia fight next episode. I might do tier 1 Gaia fight. I think I'll do that. I think I might do the tier 1 Gaia fight. That should not be too hard to get. But I also want to unlock some of like the Botania armor and some of the Botania equipment that I have there, and maybe even get into a little bit of the Botania functional flowers because they might be pretty interesting as well. But for now, this game just loves raining on me. I feel like every time I try to make a recording for you guys, all it does is rain. But I'm going to end the episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching the 19th episode of my Direwolf20 119 Modpack series. I'll see you guys in a few days for the 20th episode, special number 20, right? And I look forward to seeing you, and hopefully we have fun. Or I'm having a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have fun watching me get to play Botania here, and we may even dabble a little bit in the Ars Nouveau update as well. Bye, guys.